Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, and this is Learn the Lingo. Welcome back to Hebrew Basics, a series where we learn the essentials of Hebrew grammar. Today, we are going to be doing a practice and review of everything we've learned from lessons 77 to 80 in this series. In these past 4 lessons, we've learned a few more kinds of irregular Nifal verbs, and also started learning the last and 7th binyan of the Hebrew verb system, the Hitpael. We learned that, like the Nifal, the Hitpael can be used to describe reflexive or reciprocal actions. The root nun dalet bet in the basic kal binyan makes the verb lindov, which means to donate. In the Hitpael, it makes the verb lahit nadev, which means to donate oneself, in other words, to volunteer. The root nun shin kuf in the Peel binyan makes the verb lanashek. In the Hitpael, it makes the verb lahit nashek, which means to kiss each other. In these Hitpael infinitives, we can see some patterns. We will have a heat prefix, and then the root letters will have the same vowels they do in the Peel infinitive, a patach, dagesh, and sere. The Hitpael will actually have the same structure in all 5 tenses, though in some tenses, the hey in the heat prefix will be replaced with a different prefix. Let's make the sentence, she donated a lot of bread. She is he, and donated will be the root nun dalet bet in the basic kal binyan. The past tense verb he donated in the kal is nadav. And to make the verb she donated, we'll shorten the patach to a shva and add an a ending. Nadava, she donated. A lot of is harbe, and bread is lechem. He nadva harbe lechem. She donated a lot of bread. He nadva harbe lechem. And let's make the sentence, I volunteer. I is ani, and the verb volunteer will be the root nun dalet bet in the Hitpael binyan. For now, let's say that the I is a man, and so this will be in the masculine singular form of the present tense. This form is very similar to the form hit nadev in the infinitive, but we replace the hey with a mem for the present tense. Ani mit nadev, I volunteer. And to say I volunteer, where the I is a woman, we need to put the verb mit nadev in the feminine singular form of the present tense. To do this, we shorten the tsere to a segol and add an et ending, mit nadevet. Ani mit nadevet. I volunteer. Ani mit nadevet. Let's say the man kissed his wife. The man is hagever, and the verb kissed will be from the root nun shin kuf. This will be in the Peel binyan, which in the past tense is nishek, he kissed. Wife is isha, and his wife is ishto, with an o suffix on the end. Ishto is the definite direct object of the verb nishek, so the preposition et goes before it. Hagever nishek et ishto. The man kissed his wife. Hagever nishek et ishto. And let's also say, the husband and the wife kissed. The husband is haba'al, and the wife is v'ha'isha. The verb kissed in this sentence is reciprocal. The people doing the action are doing it to each other. That means this verb will be from the root nun shin kuf and in the Hitpael binyan. The simplest form, the he form, is hit nashek. Again, the same form as the infinitive, lahit nashek. We need to put this verb in the they form of the past tense. We can do this by shortening the tsere to a shva and adding u. Hit nashku, they kissed each other. Haba'al v'ha'isha hit nashku. The husband and the wife kissed. Haba'al v'ha'isha hitnashku. We learned that the Hitpael also has a use as the passive form of the P'el. The P'el verb laragesh means to make someone emotional or excited. So the Hitpael verb from the same root, lahit-ragesh, means to be excited or emotional. Let's say, don't get too excited, to a group of people. To make a negative command in Hebrew, we start with the word al, don't. Then we will actually have a future tense verb, which in this case will be, you will get excited. The you being the masculine plural, atem. This form of the past tense can be made from tit ragesh. You will get excited, masculine singular, with the taf prefix replacing the hey. To make the masculine plural you form of this verb, we shorten the tsere to a shva and add u. Tit ragshu, you will get excited. Al tit ragshu, don't get excited. And two will be yoter midai. Al titragshu yoter midai. Don't get too excited. Al titragshu yoter midai. The root bet nun hey in the kal makes the verb livnot, to build. That means if we put this root in the Nifal binyan, lahibanot, that will mean to be built, because the Nifal is the passive counterpart of the kal. Roots that end with hey will have the same irregularities in the Nifal binyan as they do in other binyanim. Let's use this Nifal verb to say, this store was built 2 years ago. Store is chanut, which is a feminine noun. That means the word this will be the feminine zot. Zot goes after the noun chanut, and both words take a hey prefix that means the. Hechanut hazot, this store. The verb it was built will be from the root bet nun hey and in the Nifal binyan. It will be in the she form of the past tense, since chanut is a feminine it. This verb will be nivnata, with the nun prefix of the Nifal past tense and the a ending of the she form of the past tense. To say 2 years ago, we'll start with the preposition lifne, ago, and then the time, shanataim. Shana is a year, and the aim ending in shanataim means 2. Hechanut hazot nivnata lifne shanataim. This store was built 2 years ago. Hechanut hazot nivnata lifne shanataim. Let's say everything will be known. Everything is hakol. The verb will be known will be the root yod dalet ain in the passive Nifal binyan. In the Nifal binyan, roots that begin with yod will change that yod to a vav. In the past and present, this vav will act as an o vowel, and in the future, infinitive and imperative, it will act as a consonant v sound. The subject of the verb will be known is hakol, which is a masculine it, a he. That means the verb is yivada, with the yod future tense prefix used for subjects that are a he. Hakol yivada. Everything will be known. Hakol yivada. Let's ask a man, you are prepared, right? You is ata, in masculine singular form. The verb are prepared will be the root kuf vav nun in the Nifal binyan. This root is a hollow root. The vav acts as a vowel instead of a consonant. In the Nifal, this vowel will be an o vowel. This verb is in the masculine singular form of the present tense with a nun prefix. Nachon, are prepared. And right is actually the same word. Nachon. Ata nachon, nachon. You are prepared, right? Ata nachon, nachon. Let's say it was eaten, where the it is a masculine thing. This will be the root Aleph, Kaf, Lamed in the passive Nifal binyan. In the hu, he form of the past tense, this will just be a nun prefix with the root letters. And since the first root letter is a guttural, an aleph, the first two vowels will be a sagol and sagol shva. Ne'echal, it was eaten. Ne'echal. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you want to learn more Hebrew, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.